Now, do you know you could be committing an election offence if you publish, distribute or post up an election campaign poster without the names and addresses of the printer? Well, the Election Act 2011 states that it is an offence to print, publish, distribute or post up any placard or poster which refers to any election without the names and addresses of the printer and publisher. But as KTN's Patrick Amimo reports, a section of the legal fraternity has accused the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission for failing to strictly enforce the Elections Act 2011.
Campaign posters and placards are now an eyesore in the city, the result of intense political campaigns that have characterized the party primaries. An environmental lobby group has sued IEBC for failing to invoke the Elections Act to regulate the display of campaign posters by politicians seeking elective posts. The lobby group wants the High Court in Nairobi to give orders stopping the March 4th general election until the laws on the exhibition and display of campaign materials are adhered to. Article 67(1)(b) of the Elections Act 2011 states that it is an election offence to print, publish, distribute or post up any advertisement, handbill, placard or poster which refers to any election and which does not bear upon its face the names and addresses of the printer and publisher. Campaign posters that have been posted up on walls, trees and any other available eye-catching space only carry names of candidates, their parties, symbols and or presidential aspirants for affiliate parties in the Code, Jubilee and Amani alliances.
Very few campaigners have complied with the directive within the Elections Act that if you do publish a poster, a campaign poster, the publisher that you went to, his name, her name, their name must be at the foot of your poster, plus their telephone contact. I have not seen that complied with. What is the IEBC doing? Just keeping quiet.
It is also an offence to interfere with election material by removing, destroying, concealing or mutilating such material. Those assisting in the removal, destruction, concealment or mutilation of any such material are also in breach of law. A closer look at the posters show this provision has been violated. Supporters of some political rivals have in some places mutilated, removed, destroyed and or even concealed placards of their opponents. Indeed, Article 67 of the Elections Act states that it is an offence to forge, deface or destroy any campaign or promotional material of an opposing candidate or political party.
Article 84 of the Constitution is very elaborate that every person involved in the electoral process must comply with the Electoral Code of Conduct.
A person who prints, publishes, distributes and or posts up campaign posters without names and addresses of printers or publishers or even mutilates election materials risks a fine of 500,000 shillings and or a jail term of 5 years. The second schedule of the Electoral Code of Conduct, which took effect from the date Parliament was dissolved until polling day, states that parties and candidates participating in any election must commit themselves to remove all banners, placards and posters erected during the election period. Yet in some places, oil paint has been used to make ugly spray graphics bearing names of aspirants, opening up a new challenge of how to deal with such offenders. The lobby group that has sued both the IEBC and the City Council of Nairobi argues that some of the campaign posters pose a serious environmental risk as some of the adhesive materials are toxic and non-biodegradable. All these campaign posters have contravened the Election Act, for they do not bear upon their faces the names and addresses of their printers and publishers. It will be interesting to know whether IEBC will allow the same impunity to continue after clearing candidates to participate in the March 4th polls. Reporting for KTN, I am Patrick Amimo.